These niggas are rest haven for hoes. You already know. It's a crazy mixed up world. It's a doggy dog world. Oh yeah. What's good? Peace to the gods. Peace to the goddesses. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Peace to the American Indians. Y'all know how we do. About to get into this, man. It's a beautiful morning, afternoon, God day. Feeling golly, especially, man. I don't want no excuses. None. See, I had to get in early. I'm 4 minutes early. Yes, sir. It's a doggy dog world. Talk your shit. It's a doggy dog world. Yeah, boy. I don't want no excuses. Shout out to everybody coming in. Hit the like button. If you're watching on the playback, hit that like button. Fast forward a little bit. I'm about to pop some shit right quick. So yeah, I see ya. This shit about to get ugly real quick. I don't have no fucking problems telling y'all this. I see ya, my dear. It's about to get ugly real quick. It's a rest haven for hoes. These niggas out here, rest haven. Ooh, yeah. Let's pick up where we left off at. So this weird stuff going on in motherfucking YouTube land, right? In these YouTube streets. I see the Duke of tears, wet wipes, buddy. I ain't gonna play nice with you because I heard you talking. I heard what you was saying. I was nice the other time. But now I see there's a lot of hate in this nigga heart, y'all. Shout out to these Aboriginals for being rest havens for moles. Shout out to all y'all rest havens. Now, I'm not even gonna deal too much in this Aboriginal paradigm because these niggas is grown. They can do whatever they want to do. They can rest haven these hoes all they want. You see, I ain't even watch this old shit.
But Chinese daddy, who was Alfalfa's mommy? We never thought about that, did we?
It's more spook shit, more crazy, lazy scholarship shit. Hating ass nigga. He got a lot of hate in his heart, y'all. I'm about to show y'all this shit. This nigga got a lot of hate in his heart. You know what I mean? He got a lot of hate in his heart. These Aboriginals love him because he's spooky just like them. He talking crazy out his ass just like these niggas. But see, you know, it's a crazy mixed world.
I was able to build up the courage to go up to 125th Street, go to the law school. You know what I'm saying? Like build for my, you know what I'm saying? Like build to get lessons. Because back then you couldn't get it online, nothing. You had to either copy it down or get it from somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally.
So that's who he is, y'all. He one of them New York Cities. Yeah, I mean, you from New York City. You one of them niggas, right? He one of them niggas. He chasing to be a 5% and shit. You from New York City. Huh? You one of them niggas. You think you know it. Then you a know-it-all ass nigga. We already know you. We already know. And dirt on you. Let's go. Dirt on these Pan-Africans.
Hope I don't remember. Anyway, that book will let you know that we colonized everything over there first.
Let's go. That's how I'm going to go back a little bit. Because these weird niggas like to do weird shit. And I'm not going to dwell here. Again, this ain't why I'm here. I ain't here for this. I'm here because these abos be letting these motherfuckers disrespect the motherland. These abos think this shit is cool, bro. That it's like, you know, being on the bottom. They like the gum on a nigga's shoe. They ain't got, I mean, they don't have nothing that they love. They don't have no homeland. They don't have no motherland. You know, they primitive. They let this New York nigga come up here and slick talk them and shit, disrespectfully and shit.
So, okay, you see what they doing with the immigrants right now?
Right.
That's exactly what they was doing then.
Anyway,
It's just back then we still had control of all of the cities, all of the technology, all of this other stuff. Remember, these Siberians that they call the Native Americans or Indians, these Siberians never built nothing. They didn't build anything.
see, now I want y'all to know this nigga, like, he wasn't talking about copycat. He wasn't. He was talking about me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I realize it now because when I play this next video, like this video, y'all like, yo, this nigga cool. But I just want y'all to set up that these Aboriginals is you know, they with this shit. This is their leader. This is their teacher. This weird nigga right here. This New York Minute. You know what I mean? This they teacher and shit. This nigga that usually speak Latin. He be speaking Latin, right? He don't speak English. He ain't from America and shit. Man, I saw this gonna get real greasy because I ain't one of them young boys. I heard what you said, bro. I'm gonna play the tape though. We gonna let you get busy. But right now, this about these Aboriginals, these niggas that be holding nuts. They trying to get a rep so bad, they let niggas come and piss on their couch.
They lived in what they call wiki-ups. You understand? That today we would call teepees. They dressed in buffalo skin and shit like that. Like we reserved them to live in the pastures and all of that because they themselves had forced themselves over here during the 13th century.
See, he don't got no information. He's saying they lived in the pastures, but this nigga went to a cave and said that we built it. You know what I'm saying? You go to a cave that the natives lived in, say Indians built it, but then say they was Moors, and then say that the natives lived in a pasture in a desert. It's a pasture in New Mexico. It's a pasture in Arizona. These New York niggas is true.
There's a book you can get called, what is it called? It's called The Historic Conquest of the Mongols. The Historical Conquest of the Mongols in America, I believe.
Y'all look that up, family. Y'all look that up, moderators. If y'all find that,
yeah, look that up. It's called, it's called The Historic Conquest of the Mongols in Telequesta, Bogota, and
all this non-factual ass information and shit.
The Mississippi.
And the Mississippi.
That's how far they went up. And during that time in the 13th century, we fought.
I understand these niggas is fictionary niggas. This nigga talking fiction. None of these quotes, these books that he's giving you is source material. This is all the land of Mu. You know what I mean? This Empress Mu shit. Fiction section. You're not gonna find this in no science section or no nature or no archaeology. These niggas got you. Look at this nigga. These New York niggas. This nigga got you looking in a children's section.
Against them on both fronts, from the Pacific and the Atlantic, and then those that was left over, they pushed them into the plains.
This
and once
they nigga that said that they came from the South. That they came from South America and North America at the same time. He never explained how they came from South America, how they got there on a boat, they walked across the water. Like these boys is grasping at straws, bro. But he got a lot of hate in his heart. I'm about to give him everything he wants today. Don't even worry there, New Yorker. Because I just want you to tell everybody.
It was in the plains they would put on what they call pogrom.
I want everybody because see, y'all know who these New Yorkers is though, but he about to tell you who he is.
Or what we would call reservations. And thus they never contributed to the overall building of the nations. You understand what I'm saying? That all of the buildings and all of the pyramids and all the stuff out here, that was already here.
And that's 1300. So 1300s, you start seeing them coming in. So we start.
Right. You start
1300s. He talking about the pyramids is already here, and these motherfucking Mayans and Olmecs. These niggas weird, bro. I want him to play himself real quick so I can get to this.
Plains, and I just want to make this clear.
Right. They got plains. The ones coming from the Pacific is coming in from this way, right? Then you got the other ones that's coming from that way, but they coming down and coming up.
How you coming from that? It's the water there. How you coming from down and up? How are you coming down and up in this water there? You said they coming from the Pacific. What's left from the Pacific? What's west? What's more west than the Pacific? Cause this New York fast talking shit. He's sitting there holding his hand up like that means something. Like you gonna hold your hand up, but you ain't gonna tell us the mechanism, the boat, the water walking. You putting your hand in the air like these niggas is.
This planes, the ones coming from the Pacific is coming in from this way, right? Then you got the other ones that's coming from that way, but they coming down and coming up.
Like Texas, New Orleans,
right,
California, New Mexico.
Right.
And that area is called colonial.
How is they Aboriginals? Is you trying to help this nigga? They looking for a leader so bad. They looking for a Moorish leader so bad. They looking for a Moorish leader so bad, yo. He trying to help this nigga. He said through Texas. Yeah, dude. You trying to give a nigga something because you know it don't make sense what he just said. Through Texas, huh? This dumbass nigga through Texas. He's talking about through the water. This nigga seeing mermaids.
That way, but they coming down and coming up.
Like
how you come down and up past the Mississippi, past the Pacific?
Texas, New Orleans,
right,
California, New Mexico.
Right.
And that area is called colonial Mexico. During that time period, that's called colonial Mexico.
Revolution and all of that. After what they call the Treaty of the Three Guarantees, that's when all of that got switched up. Remember, everything was Moorish until 1621, i.e. 621, because 1,000 years was added by the Romans. You see what I'm saying? To give themselves an extra time to wash away or to get rid of the time that we was running everything from the fall of Jerusalem in 70 AD. Okay.
So when you hear about 1619,
I want y'all to know that this nigga on a low, he's a Hebrew. I got this footage. I'm about to play it. Hold tight, y'all. He's a Hebrew. All this mumbo jumbo is some biblical shit on a low. I'm about to show it to y'all. All these niggas is playing a game. They brainwashed. And I'm telling you, you can't trust these niggas. You can't trust them. You can't.
That's not really 1619.
Nah. That 1619, the 1619 thing came in through the Marxist feminist communists who have been trying to re-establish the United States under a Marxist understanding, under a Marxist idea. So what they want to say is that 1619 was the founding of the United States as we know it, and that started with Jamestown, Virginia, but that's false. The only thing that was established in 1619 was the colony, i.e. the business that they had set up to import so-called other people here to eventually take our place. The same shit they doing right now.
But you see how he's saying our place. How is our place if you a fucking Moor? If you coming over here on a boat and you ours too. You coming on a boat, but you ours too. Same thing y'all doing right now. Y'all niggas come to America and then act like y'all Americans. Act like you was here before you got here. So you can't be a Moor just getting here and then all of a sudden you've been here.
You understand? So the communist feminists, they wanted to do that so that way they could predate the 1776 narrative, you see, that started the so-called country. So this way they could basically say, oh, see, the whole country was founded on racism from the very beginning. But that's not true.
This nigga.
That's
he be making shit up, bro. And I'm telling y'all, when y'all listen to this next shit, y'all gonna hear that all he do is talk my shit. Like he mad at me. I know you mad at me, cuz. I know you mad at me. You ain't mad at these niggas. You mad at me. You gotta get this shit off your chest, bro. I ain't know you was mad. I really didn't. Like I said, I don't be thinking about this weird ass nigga speaking Latin and shit. I always thought he was cute. Because he used to follow me from back in the day. From day one, he used to follow her, yo. He was a follower. Don't get it fucked up. I'm telling you, I used to be one of the biggest niggas on this shit. And he was a follower. You know what I mean? Him, Natural Tahuti, was a follower. You know what I mean? Shout out all them niggas that got hundreds of thousands used to fuck with me. But I never took this shit seriously. They know who the fucking guy is. But you upset, though. You tears. Yeah, you the Duke of Tears. All the shit. Like he acting like he liked this shit. He acting like he got some information for y'all niggas. Hold on. Let me just cut the bullshit. Let me just cut the bullshit. Let me just cut the bullshit. Let me cut the bullshit, bro. Let me cut the bullshit. Let me cut the bullshit, bro. Look at this shit. This shit came across my feed today. This nigga got an Indian. This nigga got an Indian motherfucking headdress on. He not an Indian. He a Moor. He got an Indian headdress on.
Moors, i.e. Moorish American and Indus peoples, and then transferred that cultural idiom.
This nigga over here, he talking big shit with this nigga late at night. You know what I mean? You were like, what? He got a lot of Indian hate in his heart.
Peoples.
Yes.
That's why we can claim ourselves also to be American and so-called Indian. But see, Indian is not even the real term. If y'all want to be what the term actually was in its origin,
pop your shit.
Indus.
See, pop your shit. This whole fucking shit, he was popping lots of shit. Oh, if you want to be an Indian, if you think you're an Indian, y'all not even Indians, huh? This whole shit. What you got on your chest there, cuz?
It's not Hindustan, it's Industan. You see what I'm saying? It's Indus, and the Indus is bringing us into the whole people, right?
He mad.
Ancient Peru. Indus, and then Harappa would be HAR.
Shout out to this dude. Yo, dude, everything he asked him, dude said, how you spell that? How you spell that? He looked up everything he said because he know this nigga full of shit. Full of shit, bro. How you spell that? Huh? Because this nigga coming off the fly. But his whole conversation was, I hate Indians. You know what I'm saying? I hate Indians. And y'all not Indians. That's the Indus Valley. And you know what I'm saying? He wasn't popping that shit over here with these niggas. We gonna come back to that, though. We gonna come back to that. Because now
Chinese daddy. Who was Alfalfa's mommy? We never thought about that, did we? Because they didn't have one.
Well, they showed,
or who they call the Picts, also are related to who they in this valley in what they call Harappa, right? And the Harappan Indus Valley people are also the people today you refer to as the Nagas, right? Who allegedly helped build places like Borobudur and Angkor Wat and all of that stuff. The so-called serpent people. Those are the Indus. Those are the original Indians. So when Colon, who they call Columbus, decided he wanted to find a new route to India, he was trying to get to the Indus, right?
No.
And the Indus people, at that time.
No, nigga. He knew he was fucking with the Indios. See, that's what I'm saying. Niggas don't know the fucking real talk. Indios. The gods. Indios, not India, not Indian, Indios. See, this is how they play in that tricknology shit. And these abos, he went up here talking big shit, and they with that because they don't want to be Indians. They Moors. These whole niggas is Moors. They ain't Indians. They love this shit. A nigga coming up here telling them misinformation, outdated ass shit. Columbus said he met Indios. He met the gods. He was afraid of the gods on the continent. They all long-limbed, straight, you know what I mean? Straight-limbed. Not like y'all Africans, hunchbacked, living in caves and shit.
Right? They were all basically, technically under the jurisdiction of the Khan, the great Khan who was running shit out of what they call today Far East, the Far East. So then you have the Spanish who then established what they call the Occidental Los Indias. I forget the name of it, but it's a merchant place over there in Italy and Spain that they have a place, and those people who refer to as the Indians fell under that bureau. And so remember, you had something called the British East India Company, right?
Like he be making shit up, bro. How y'all deal with a nigga like this? Like I just can't. I gotta fast through. I gotta speed through the lies and the bullshit. The nigga that's grasping at straws.
Right. That's why the original flag of the so-called Americans here was the Gadsden flag. And what's on the Gadsden flag? A serpent, right?
No.
Right. Right. So
No.
the Spanish use the term Los Indios. You can look that up, which means what?
The God.
Those who are lost, those who have no God.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Los, he said Los means lost. You dig that? You see that? You see that? This your scholar. This your scholar right here. He did a translation for y'all and told y'all that Los means lost. So Los Angeles is lost angels. Huh? Los Angeles is lost angels. That nigga took the movie shit. He took some movie shit. It said Los means lost. And look at you smiling like he got something. And they're gonna sit there and let this nigga spit this information and say a Los means lost. And this is exciting to more because they don't know shit. They don't need to translate a language in real fucking time. They can just assume that Los is lost, that liquor shit. That's how they operate.
Because the God that we dealt with was not the one that Rome was dealing with.
That's where we're gonna go with you, nigga. When we get into you. Right now, I'm just giving to the fact that these niggas let you come in their house and piss on their floor, disrespect their grandmama, them Tennessee Indians. But he believed in a different God. That's his thing, y'all. He coming in here to push your religion. We believed in a different God. You see what I'm saying? Y'all was lost Indians. Y'all was lost in God. This nigga done brought this shit to the Bible. Huh? That's what this whole Moorish shit's about, y'all. Y'all be missing this shit. Y'all be missing this shit. You know what I'm saying? But this motherfucker is a Hebrew.
Which means what? Those who are lost, those who have no God. Because the God that we dealt with was not the one that Rome was dealing with. Oh, and that's who we've been at war with from the beginning. Go look at the books. Go look at the records. Read the records.
We've been at war with Rome for the beginning. The beginning of what? The beginning of what? Look at somebody over here. Somebody with a wrench said more fairy tale shit. Your fairy tales. Wow. You know what I mean? Man, this shit crazy. This shit crazy. More fairy tale shit. Look, shout out to the Wild Indian talking about this guy is just guessing. Anybody with a brain can see that this nigga is guessing old ass talking points. You know what I mean? You let this nigga come in here and disrespect y'all, piss in your audience, shit down their motherfucking throat. And these niggas in a chat like, yo, this nigga with the wrenches. More fairy tale shit. I don't know who Open the Knowledge is, but that motherfucker is he on one. Lil Mayhem, we know what that guy is. He on one. Your appearance, fairy tale shit. Tired ass talking points.
Of Tactius. Read the records of Flavius Josephus. Read the records of Aurelius. Read the records of Hadrian. The Moors were the ones fighting against the Romans. We have always been doing that.
That's your business. That's your business. We got our own fight. I mean, so that's what I'm saying. If y'all always fighting the Romans and y'all always fighting them in Europe, what the fuck they got to do with us? These niggas, man, he on some religious shit.
Hey, let me add something to that. Can you hear me, Asim?
Yes, sir.
So that would go into the Intercatera and the Uno Sanction.
Thank you. And the Intersissimus, yes.
So, all right, so stay right there. So boom. So when we get into like these secret society groups, like the Knights of the Golden Circle,
here we go.
Templar, the KKK, and remember the KKK who created the KKK are the ones who created the Bureau of Indian Affairs.
Thank you. The Freemasons. Yes, this is what I'm saying. This is that they are the middle people. That
see how they like to make this spooky and shit. Secret societies, secret organizations. When we dealing with history, we dealing with out in the open shit. And they want to turn it into their family because that's where they control them secret societies and they control these weird ass doctrines that don't fucking add up. Shit that you can't even pinpoint because it's a secret. Yeah.
That have been working to mess this up since the fall of man in 1492. They are the ones, because they are the Romans. You got to understand, there is no Europe. Europe don't exist. That's a made-up word. The word Europe comes from Europa, and Europa was a Phoenician Moorish goddess.
Everybody Moorish. Phoenicians is Moorish. Everybody's is Moorish. You know what I'm saying? Everybody Moorish and shit. That's how they think they want it. You know what I mean? Because you can't pin them down. As soon as you name somebody, they are more. What's this lady say? She said, all of these thousands of tribes that were here from infinite times, none of them identified as Moors. Name one tribe. They got to talk about Europe and all that shit. Come on.
Who was the daughter of Dido, who was the founder of Carthage. If we really want to get into it, right?
If you really want to get into it, Europe is a rope. It's the line that these motherfuckers can't come past. How about that? How about over there is mountains and is caves, and over here is plains and is islands, and black people lived on the islands away from the mountains and away from the caves. You know what I'm talking about? No, you don't. I don't talk about.
So these Romans, we beat them after the fall of Jerusalem in 70 AD. We start moving heavy against them because we are the so-called millennial reign. We are the people that allegedly, when Rome fell, we came and globally reestablished harmony, piece of shit, through all over the world.
Where? I mean, if you read psychology, when you look to the left and up, you're guessing. You're being creative. This nigga's being creative like a motherfucker.
Everything that we have now came from this time.
Not
we had the printing press, we had the clocks, we had the showers.
Bro, they didn't get shit until they came to America. Y'all didn't have nothing till y'all came to America. Not even that turban on your fucking head. Y'all didn't have no turban. Y'all rocking cotton over there. This nigga is crazy, bro.
We had gas, what do you call it? Street lights, irons, horticulture, agriculture, somatic building, mathematics, algebra, everything that makes society run came from this period.
We had 0 to 9 here in America. We had painting, we had culture, we had pyramids in America. Before the Romans, bro. Like the Romans is modern time. This is 1,000. We talking about Olmecs 2,000. We talking about Poverty Point 3,000 years ago, nigga. Watson Break, Louisiana 5,000 years ago. We ain't gotta go to South Carolina. I mean, to North Mexico, nigga. We can be in America 5,000 years ago. You know what I'm saying? We got a pyramid in America bigger than a pyramid in motherfucking Egypt, and it's older. It's called Watson Break. Go check it out. Do some real fucking research. We don't gotta keep going to Mexico and keep going to motherfucking the pyramids in Kino Kato. No, nigga. Poverty Point is older than all of that shit. Cahokia is older than Rome. Cahokia is older than Rome. Well, no, I'm all right. We ain't gonna do all that. We ain't gonna do all that. Cahokia is new. But you just said they put 1,000 years on time. So if they put 1,000 years on time, dog, come on, stop with the bullshit.
When these niggas was in the dark,
we had it here in America, right?
Oh, wherever we was at, that's where it was popping at.
Wherever we was at. That's the shame, bro. You can't beat a nigga like that. A nigga that don't got no fucking, that ain't standing on nothing. We are the world. We are the wherever we was at. Who was we? Y'all wasn't in America. You know what I mean? But you gonna say we was because there's some black people that's on the walls, but they wasn't Moors. This shit, that's why I'm saying y'all niggas is done, bro. I want to hear you say about this book.
So that was in America. That was in all of the satellite kingdoms that we had established from the year 11,500. Like I said, go get the book, Algonquin Conquest of the Mediterranean, 11,500. You'll see what I'm talking about. And within that,
Now you'll see how the hypocrisy comes out. Listen to this hypocrisy. He gonna quote you a book, right, about the Algonquins colonizing Europe, and then he gonna tell you he's a Moor. Why won't he say he's an Algonquin, y'all? Yeah, why won't he say he's an Algonquin? If this book was anything, if it meant anything, if it was true, if these people predated the Moors, why would you keep saying you a Moor and not say you Algonquin? Why would you say you a Moor and not say you Algonquin if you know that the Moor, that the Algonquin predated? It's something here. Huh? It's something here. Watch this. We gonna hold on. Here we go. I don't want to play all this nigga shit. I know I ain't watch it all, so where is this shit at? Hold on. Hold on. Pardon me. I don't want to be I know these niggas admit they will copyright you. These niggas say I will strike you. I will strike you. They will say it. Hold on. I wanted to see one thing. Hold on. Hold on. Damn. Oh, here we go. Right here. Here we go. Now watch this shit.
About ever even brought up the term wampum.
Look at this shit.
I was involved. What was inside the wampum bags? Or the
Let's go back because
money.
He got something.
Here.
He got something here.
They don't even know what that is. They don't even know what all of that, right?
Right.
But one of the biggest things about being an American Indian is, one, you're supposed to always have some wampum on you. So when I meet these dudes and they start talking this and that, and I be like, word, so where's your wampum? They don't even know what that is. They don't even know what it is. But if you ask me where my wampum bag is, I can show you right here. This was.
You see this shit? You see this shit? Told y'all he one of them New York niggas. One of them Algonquin niggas. One of them you can't trust them niggas. Who the fuck give a fuck about a wampum? We from Mississippi. We don't carry wampum. We don't deal in wampum. That's y'all deer skin niggas. And wampum is beads. You get wampum beads. You trade beads, brother. So I don't know what you thinking you talking about. Wampum's beads. First. Second of all, we not on y'all New York culture. You know what I'm saying? So nobody's sitting here walking around with no dirty ass incense bag like you weird ass niggas. Think you had something on some niggas, then that ain't our culture. Nobody, that's what I'm saying. Like these New York niggas, these Moors, these Algonquins, they gonna try to tell you your story when you got a Mason Dixon line. You got a divider too. You got a whole separate culture. You're not a deer skin wearer. No, sir. You know what I'm saying? These New York niggas is liars and they thieves, and all they do is steal. He gonna tell you about he an Indian. He got a wampum. The fuck, nigga? You a fraud. You a Moor, and you just using shit to fucking sell cash apps. This is what this shit is. He don't believe none of this shit. Cause if you believe this shit, if you was an Algonquin for real and you colonized these niggas 11,000 years ago, what's the point of being a Moor? Why be some new shit? Why be some new shit? I would like to know what the fuck. What? We gonna be done with that. We gonna be done with that. Let's go to this other video right here. Where he was popping his shit. He was popping big shit. This the shit that got me heated. I'm like, okay, cool. You want to play? I see her. You got your Indian fucking headdress on. Like y'all niggas so soft. Y'all don't let this nigga wear a hairdress on like he gang.
I think it's two R's. It's either two R's or two P's.
Are y'all serious? This nigga ain't gang.
HAR 182. I think right around the time I went into like 9th grade, like going into high school now.
He run around here like this nigga run around here culture vulturing, using a motherfucking Indian headdress that he a all Moor. He a whole Moor out here. using an Indian headdress on. He think this shit sweet. This nigga crazy. He think this shit sweet. This motherfucker run around here with an Indian headdress, disrespect the Indians. Like we give a fuck about you and your Latin ass fucking vernacular. Dog, please. This nigga better calm down, man. You better chill out. You better cool
It was like
out.
a heavy weed drought. It was like no weed nowhere.
You want to
I
tell him
wasn't smoking back then, but I was around elder.
I don't want to hear your scamming stories and shit. Let's hear your hate in your heart for the niggas that you wearing a headdress for. You not even representing the fucking, yeah. Like, see, y'all, you thinking native. He thinking wearing hairdressers because he a native. We wear hairdressers because of Mayans, nigga. Because of the people that created the shit. Not because of no fucking natives. Not because of no niggas in New York. You see what I'm saying? No. Them niggas in New York don't even have feathers. Like, y'all gotta understand, a Carolina parakeet don't go that far. Y'all not getting no feathers up there. Y'all only getting feathers in the South. Y'all niggas rocking deer skin, man. Y'all living a dream, bro. These New York niggas is crazy. Like I say, I understand he mad at me now. I understand he mad. These New York niggas and shit got pushed out. They had control over the minds of people and shit. They had control over the people and shit. Now they pushed out. All he got is an Indian fucking headdress or the fucking avatar.
1 to 40. You know what I'm saying? But in between that, you had the Nation of Islam, where those lessons actually came, where those was actually done.
You know what I mean? He one of them niggas in and out of every school of thought. One of them Mr. I want to be popular niggas and shit. I'm a Nation of Islam. I'm a Moor. I'm a Science Temple. I'm a fucking Indian. I'm a Wampum. Nigga, please.
What was going on back then?
I don't want to talk to y'all.
But here's the G on that. See, they be telling you the truth. They give you a lie sandwich. They give you truth.
You mastered that shit, nigga. Truth, lie, sandwich.
We are. But the problem is here in the United States corporation, all of that had to get knocked down and had to be reestablished. And so the Moorish paradigm of us as being descendant of the Moorish people, that started to get worked on and started to get erased between the years of 1619 and 1621.
That's
so
right
around
before colonization, right?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. That's the sad part about the shit. They're using colonization. They're using the introduction of white people's culture. But you can't show them how they wiped out your culture. They keep saying that they erased it, but they're not showing how the culture got erased. Like, you can't erase a culture, bro. There's remnants. There's fucking artifacts. There's places and spaces and shit. And none of them niggas have Moorish names. None of these places and spaces got Moorish artifacts. What's the problem with y'all with y'all archaeological team and shit? Huh? Because they be trying to put a Moor here so bad they erased us. They took us out the picture, but you didn't leave a trace. You didn't leave a trace. Come on, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, all these Moors, y'all know better than that. Y'all know better than that. But y'all don't care. Y'all mix truth. You know what I mean? Did you say these lie sandwiches?
Right. Because remember, Grenada falls around 1492. So between 1492 or let's say 492, because
like, how do you say around 1492? How do you say, like, see, these niggas don't want to stand on nothing, bro. They know what around.
in 1,000 years of fate. Between 1492 and let's say 1555, this is the last bastion of the global essence of us trying to control and fight against Rome gets fractured. Then from about 1555 to about 1666.
Like, all that's a lie. Y'all know these niggas ain't fight nothing. They gave up the keys. That's the Moorish legend. They gave up the keys. I proved that legend is true. That he took 200,000 gold coins and he gave up the keys. He said, fuck them niggas, and left. Nobody fought or nothing. We gotta stop lying and shit. He gave up the keys, my nigga.
6. Now it's the next phase now. Now those who were broken and were put in positions were now in a flux to create or Amalekites or the ones spoken of in the Circle 7 Quran. These all fall under the blanket term ancient Mauritanians.
Yes.
Let's go back.
Session. When we say Moabites, or excuse me, we say Canaanites or Phoenicians or uh, Amalekites or the ones spoken of in the Circle 7 Quran, these all fall under the blanket term ancient Mauritanians.
Yes.
Or what they call the Mauritanian races, the ancient Mauritanian races, because these are the ancient ones that established all of the waterways, established all of the global trade. There's a book you can get called The
Now y'all see how this shit don't make sense. Y'all see how it's all religion. You know what I'm saying? It's all religion. They all go back to Moabites. They all go back to Moabites. You finding Moabites in the Bible, bro. These are the Hebrews, my nigga. This is all religion. That's what this shit is. Moorish science is a goddamn religion. If you read the document, it's a religion. This nigga is a religious zealot. He mad at Indians. He mad at Indians. He mad at you. You know what I mean? He mad at. Come on, bro. You mad at Indians? Talk your shit. Talk your shit. Let's let this nigga pop his shit, bro. I want to hear this nigga pop his shit.
Established this part of the world as being annexed back to the ancient Carthaginian Empire. The ancient Carthaginians were descended from the ancient Canaanites, who after them became the Phoenicians. You see what I'm saying? From the Phoenicians, then we get the Carthaginians. From the Carthaginians, we get who they refer to as the ancient Mauritanians, i.e. the Moors, because they're the consolidated group of all of these ancient groups as they proceed further into what we would perceive the modern day.
That's his spill, y'all. All these niggas trace back to Moabites. All this shit, all this religion shit, trace back to the Bible, to the biblical Moabites who inhabited the earth. Like, come on, bro. He's talking about these niggas created the waterways, but he just said some people left America 11,000 years ago, and I guess they ain't do shit when they got there. They converted into the Bible that didn't even exist yet 11,000 years, right? Like, this shit is crazy, man. These niggas is crazy. He want all this shit. He gonna be mad at us and mad at the Indians because we don't have the same God as him.
Became the Phoenicians. You see what I'm saying? From the Phoenicians, then we get the Carthaginians. From the Carthaginians, we get who they refer to as the ancient Mauritanians, i.e. the Moors, because they're the consolidated group of all of these ancient groups as they proceed further into what we would perceive the modern day. So
all y'all niggas Christians.
You are what your forefathers were. See? And what we have in this community is a lot of picking and choosing.
See?
Like, if that's the case, then why was the last ruler of the so-called real Ananuia, Chalkalagi, who they erroneously referred to as the corporate Cherokee, why was the last person fighting in 1866? Why was this a Moor in a turban and a fez named Ramadan Ibn Wati? Explain that.
I have his picture too. Yep.
Explain that. They can't explain that.
See, now let's explain it. First of all, Cherokees mean cart people. Second of all, Cherokees are not from America. Are not from the East Coast. They have no land here. Second of all, they are foreigners. We have never admitted that they're not. That's why people in our new relevancy do not talk about these niggas. We don't mention these niggas. You see? But why are y'all Moors? He's a Moor, you're a Moor. Why are y'all over here discussing fucking Indians at 3 a.m? I thought it was good. I thought you just was chilling and it was all love over here with fucking AP. But he over there giving Indians, or is he teaching Indians, or he just talking shit about Indians? You see what I'm saying? Like, these niggas ain't, bro. Let him talk his shit.
More in a turban and a fez named Ramadan Ibn Wati. Explain.
And y'all all, and see, like, that's the thing. I be trying to tell, we already know, is that the people that are on the fucking reservation, they're not Indians. We all know what happened. We all know about the Trail of Tears. We all know about the traitors and the treacherous, these mulattoes and these mixed breeds. We know that. We know that the Cherokee took the land from the Tuscarora. We know that. The Tuscarora was down in there. We know that the Cherokee is colonizers. There's a Cherokee County in every fucking state. There's more Cherokee counties than Washington County. We know that the Cherokees is colonizers. That they the ones that 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 come and move into your Indian community, act like the Indians, and then get you to sell your land, then trade on you. So that's who you is. That's who you standing on. We gotta explain why a motherfucker might have a fez on. Huh? Why we gotta explain why the Cherokees symbol is the fucking Baphomet. Like again, like they could look at this symbol right here. Look at this symbol. Look at this symbol. Look at this symbol. That's the Cherokee symbol, bro. We not denying that shit. I'm not denying this is the Cherokees, that this sign is the Cherokee sign. Y'all denying? Who denying it? Who denying it? Huh? Nobody denying that shit. Hell no. But my nigga, that they don't make them Indians. You know what I mean? That just make them government flunkies.
I have his picture too. Yep.
Explain that. They can't explain that.
And that's in the 1800s. That's way before.
That's in the 1800s.
Yeah, that's
so
1800s,
we could go back further, you know. So we got Ibn Ramadan Wati. I got paintings of Toussaint Louverture, right, who allegedly is a French Christian in a cherry red fez with a tassel. Why would they paint him like that in the 1600s, right?
Yeah.
Man, these niggas is reaching. It's a shame they want to be American so bad.
He allegedly was a slave and grew up in Christian. When we go before him, we get Boukman, who started the revolution.
How do you spell his name?
Boukman, Boukman. He's the one who started the whole rebellion against the dirty Moorish French. In
Dirty Moorish French. So now the French is Moors. So the French is Moors, and then the people that the Haitians, they Moors too now. This shit crazy. The French is Moors, and the Haitians is Moors too, cuz.
what they call Haiti. And they said the story on him was he was the one who taught them all how to read. But
Right.
what he taught, that's why they call him Boukman. And he was such a scholar, and he wore a red fez. And he was such a scholar that when they tried to, the dirty French tried to kill him, and they threw.
He just said white, dirty French. See, these niggas don't even know their own eyes.
Him in the fire. They wrapped the books up, like they tied him up and ripped the pages of the book out, right? And then this is the story now, the legend. They ripped the pages of the book out, like stuck him onto his body, tied him up, threw him in the fire.
Dang.
Somehow or another, he got out the fire, right? But back then, because they was using I guess the type of ink or whatever it was, they said that the pages had burned onto his flesh, right? And so he was teaching. The story goes, he was teaching people how to read off of his body. This is again why they call him the bookman, because he was a bookman. And again,
Wow.
you had another Moorish king, another Moorish prince over there, who they call Macandal. And Macandal poisoned so many of the enemies of the Haitian people.
Like, bro, why don't these people call themselves Moors? Why you gotta wait till history to call them Moors? This nigga said, I mean, I am here to avenge America. They're not here to avenge no Moors.
But again, they want us to think that we're fractured, that, oh, he's a Haitian, and oh, he's a this, oh, he's a that. And yes, you could be all of that. But when we were under an empire, you see, we all did trading and all of that amongst each other to keep everybody else out. And so once the framework, the empire fractured, right? Now, all of these, like if the United States right now was to fall, right? That means all of those bases that are in all of these 122 countries around the world, they're cut off. They all got to go for self. You see?
Yes.
So now apply that now to our empire, right?
It's the
This
same
is how
exact setup.
the
Yes.
same thing, right? That's why America has sway in these countries today, because
Because
of
they're
the
just
work that
copying the
we
old
put in,
routes. Yes.
right? That we established from time immemorial. The only problem is the more we became more, let's say, third dimensional physical in the process, the more we started to lose our noble nature. The more we started getting into war and all of this shit with each other, the more we started to do that. And then
Bro, you just said y'all was warring with the fucking. You just said they was warring the whole time with the Romans.
there was a part of us that was still tied into the old pre-flood existence,
Correct.
where
You
human
talk about
sacrifice.
the Atlantean Lemurian
Yeah,
timeline.
I would say that. I would say, yeah. Let's say the pre-flood, pre-antediluvian situation where you had these super ancient civilizations that were, let's say, wiped out during what we'll call the flood. Everybody agrees that that happened.
Check this out. I'm sure you're familiar with it. You're familiar with the big book America being the latest description of the New World.
Yes.
The one thing that stood out to me about that book, and I haven't finished it completely, but I've read it a lot on my stream. But in that first one or two chapters, I noticed the authors who contributed, they spent a lot of time trying to figure out who the people they're finding in America are. But in their
Mm-hmm.
discourse about it, they kept comparing all of them to a pre-flood people. Like their
That's
gnosis
right.
is, oh snap, we found these people. Oh snap, they're still alive. Oh snap, they seem to have the
That's us.
traditions in the culture from before the
Yes.
flood. So even
Because we
the
preserved it.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
That's
So
what it is. We preserved it. The Moors are the ones that preserved the ancient knowledge. Once we destroyed Rome and shut Rome down, we ushered in the millennial kingdom.
This that feel good shit. This that feel good shit. It ain't got to be true. You know what I'm saying? It's that feel good shit. But he a Hebrew on the low.
And then we took all of that knowledge and preserved it and expanded on it and took it, because all of that knowledge that the Romans had, they had stolen from the Etruscans and the Fomorians and the ancient Numidians, and these people that they had been at war with then. And all of those people were considered Moors.
correct.
So we Moors, we are the only ones with the consistent track record of fighting against all of the ancient evil that was enslaving mankind.
These niggas, like I said, they be picking and choosing. They be picking and choosing, boy.
That's why when Rome ended and we ushered in this millennial kingdom, everything in the world got better. Everybody started bathing. Everybody started getting education. Everybody started, you know what I'm saying, just expanding and creating all types of stuff. The air got better, the food, everything.
Everything.
This is why they say that the Moors were the ones that translated all of the ancient doctrines into either the Punic language, what they call Punica, or the Moorish Punic Latin, or the Kufic, or even Urdu. Like these are some of the ancient names, because remember, we're the ones that are bringing all of this in. However, we was fighting with that element amongst us that was still trying to bring those ancient evils back into the modern times, such as the human sacrifice, the sacrifice of children, the bloodletting, the miscegenation with the subhumans and all of that shit.
Bro, the Moors had harems. Ain't that the shit? Moorish harems with 1,000 concubines. Bro, these niggas be delusional. Let's keep going. I want to hear him talking shit about Indians.
The
Yeah.
same key patterns or resets or conflicts occur in the very same way.
Yeah, it's like what's his name with Tesla when we talk about the 369 thing. Everything, if you understand 369, you understand the universe. And
Wow.
that's the type of stuff we was on, because none of these other people were first round humans like us, because we don't have the RH. You see, what makes us unique is that we don't have the RH negative. We're RH negative. Everybody
Gotcha.
else on the planet, maybe besides the Africans and certain African so-called tribes.
Maybe. No, they positive too. And that's my information. That's my information. I brought that out. That the people in America, the only people that don't have the Neanderthal gene. These niggas crazy.
Tribes are Rh positive. So that means that they're all mixed with this ancient DNA stuff that led to the creation of the abominations and what we would consider monsters and this type of situation. So we had strict breeding laws with each other. You see what I'm saying? To make sure that we wouldn't keep reinvesting these people into this reality. And so we got it up there to a point, but then, like I said, around the fall of the last stronghold, which was New Granada, which again was over here in what they call Mexico, and Texas, as well as Hispaniola is down here, whatever. There's a document called the Congressional Record of 1845, the annexation of Texas, and in that it specifically says that the country belonged to the ancient Mauritanian races.
Yes.
The Moorish peoples, who are the descendants of those Mauritanian races, you see, and their Indian associates.
So I read that a lot. Break down the difference between those two when they're mentioning it that way.
And first of all, an associate in a legal term, because remember, this is also a legal document. That means somebody who's associated with something but is not really a card carrying member. Somebody that's don't really.
So yeah, we're not card carrying members. We're not card carrying members. Indians ain't card carrying members. We ain't in a gang with them niggas. He trying to make it seem like, and again, I showed y'all the truth in this, and how it's a separation. It's a comma and an end. It's just like I did with Dane. It's a comma and an or. It's a comma and an and. These niggas be taking out commas and making this shit all blend together. It's a separation. They don't want to be separate. They think that the Moors and the Indians, the one nigga tried to say that this means that the Moors and the Indians is the same people. And this nigga, now he gonna say, no, it don't. It mean that the Moors is running it and that the Indians was, come on, bro. It means that the Moors had to associate with the Indians because of the Indians is the homeowners. It didn't say that the Moors was the homeowners. It said the Indians was.
We have sway in the other thing. The Moorish peoples now, they were totally different. Because the Moorish peoples are the ones who can trace their descent by ways of their ancient forefathers going all the way back, like I said, before the flood.
Before the flood. But so there's niggas from America that can trace their shit back to Europe before the flood. Like, bro, these niggas they
from the Hannibal Bay when Carthage was running everything. But before Carthage was running everything, those Carthaginians were Phoenicians. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
And before they was Phoenicians, they was calling themselves, or they were called the Kana, which we get the Canaanites from. You see what I'm saying? And when
you do pre-colonial America,
you see what I'm saying? These is Canaanites. This is some biblical shit, bro. That's all I'm saying. I ain't gonna keep bothering y'all with this shit. I ain't gonna keep beating his head up. He a biblical ass nigga. I don't know why they fronting. I don't know what's wrong with these niggas. Why don't they just keep it trill? That they Moors and Hebrews is the same thing. That they all Pan-African. They all think we come from Moab. He'll make some shit from America when it's convenient, but they're gonna tell you originally a Moor, a Moab, a Canaanite. Shit that only exists in the Bible. A Canaanite. The Carthaginians is Canaanites. The Phoenicians is Canaanites. Like, bro, this is biblical mumbo jumbo. What this got to do with Moors? So Moors is only, again, it's a bloodline. Shit's crazy, man.
Books or keywords or anything, those are the only groups that you see show up. Carthage,
Exactly.
Phoenician, Carthage, Phoenician. And they'll be like, well, we're not Moors. I'm like, Okay, so
But
if
you
we're
are.
something else, if we're the third party, right? Because like I like to entertain it anyway. Cool. We're not the Carthaginians, we're not the Phoenicians, we're this other group here. Cool.
No,
What would they
we
be
are
called?
the culmination. What I would say is that Moors are the culmination of all of these ancient Mauritanian peoples.
Yes.
That's why they can. That's why we can claim ourselves also to be American and so-called Indian. But see, Indian is not even the real term. If y'all want to be what the term actually was in its origin, it's Indus. It's not.
You see how he keep going back to the lie and shit? Like if y'all want to be, not if we want to be. If y'all want to be, you know what I mean? It's Indus. But then you just said they had Los Indos, which means the lost, lost from God. Which one is it? Is it the lost from God or is it the Indos Valley? Like again, they use whoever how dumb you are is which one they gonna tell you. He just told them other niggas that it means lost Indians, lost from God. Now he gonna go back to the Indus Valley and then wait a couple minutes and then say they lost from God again. But if you a Canaanite, you won't be lost from God.
So-called Indian. But see, Indian is not even the real term. If y'all want to be what the term actually was
If y'all want to
in
be,
its origin, it's Indus. It's not Hindustan, it's Industan. You see what I'm saying? It's Indus. And the Indus is bringing us into the Harappan people, right?
How
Of
do you spell
ancient
that?
Peru. Indus, and then Harappa would be HAR.
shout out to this nigga. I told you he want to know everything. How you spell that?
I think it's two R's. It's either two R's or two P's. The Harappan, HARRPAN. Right? Now, when you research them, that's going to bring you where? To the Nagar people, right? In what they used to call Sambo Judasia, but they now call Southeast Asia.
Yes.
Okay. And then that's going to bring you to a people they call the Nagar or the Serpent people, right?
Yes.
Then those Nagar and Serpent people, now when we look at the first flag, what they call the Gadsden flag of the United States, right? What's on that flag?
Hold
Look it
on.
up.
What is it called? The
It's called the Gadsden flag. GADSEN Look that up. And
I'm looking it up right now while we on the stream so everyone can see it.
Yep. So everybody can see it. What's on that flag?
Nigga,
Snake. Don't tread on
There
it.
you go. There you go. There you
Nagas.
go.
that's not the first American flag. That's not the first American flag. Nigga, this is some Bostonary revolutionary shit. Oh goodness. In New York, nigga. In a New York minute, trying to make y'all all Algonquin Moors and shit.
The land of the feathered serpent. You see what I'm saying? Because these are
Tentacle,
the
yes.
Indus people that you think that y'all are all Indians like that. No, you are descended from these ancient Carthaginian, Phoenician, Canaanite people.
No, we not, nigga. No, we not. No, I'm not, nigga. No, you not neither, nigga. You know what I mean? You making this shit up as you go along. You want to be down so bad with somebody. You hate yourself. You hate the people that raised you and shit. You run around with you even carrying a wampum bag, but you are more like, come on, bro. This is crazy. Y'all niggas is lost. Y'all want to feel good. Y'all find it's somewhere in history that'll make you feel good, huh? He always got a time period. He hopping around. Ain't give you one time date, one date, one motherfucking age or era. He hopping around. This should be crazy, bro. This nigga hopping around, bro. Like
The Indus people that you think that y'all are all Indians like that. No, you are descended from these ancient Carthaginian, Phoenician, Canaanite people who
Canaanite people who what? Who come from the Bible? Like how we get here and shit. How did the people get here? They never tell you that. Y'all got here from slavery fucking with this more. Y'all got here from slavery. Y'all got here where y'all fell, fucking with this more. Like he ignoring everything. He ignoring everything. Poverty point. Fucking Kyokia, nigga. Fucking Emerald Mounds, Natchez, Tabasco, Veracruz, San Lorenzo. He's ignoring all of this shit. There's nothing here going on in America. That's what he's trying to tell us. Only thing going on was in Carthage and Phoenicia is what he's trying to tell us. And y'all all descended from them, the Canaanites. Can we get a date? When was these people, you know what I mean, born and birthed? Because in the Bible, it says that's where they come from, the Bible.
Reconsolidated themselves after the fall of the last epoch, and then consolidated themselves under the term the Moorish people. Because whenever they would see us, we would always come in with more shit.
Oh Lord, they Moors because they come in with more shit. Come back with more shit. Come back with more hits. Come. Yep. Okay, 80. What? Okay, 80. What? I said, the what? I say, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I ripped the mic like a chicken's hoe. Oh my God. He poured out the wick. Gangstar. Nice and smooth. Okay, 80. We always come back with more shit. They called us more because we come back with more shit. Oh my God. This your hero? That's why I don't be thinking about these niggas.
And then consolidated themselves under the term the Moorish people. Because whenever they would see us, we would always come in with more shit. Whether it be more intelligence, more knowledge, more
look at this nigga face. We always come with more shit. Wait till I use that. Y'all Morris, because y'all come back with more shit. Oh my God. This type of shit. This is why y'all losing. I'm saying, not to be hard on y'all. I got love for y'all. I do. But this is why y'all losing. Like, y'all should have kept him in the corner. I don't know who brought him out. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. This motherfucker said we Moors because we come back with more shit. Oh my God. You can't make this up. I'm just saying.
Always come in with more shit. Whether it be more intelligence, more knowledge, more the Moorish people. Because whenever they would see us, we would always come in with more shit. Whether it be more intelligence, more knowledge, more the Moorish people. Because whenever they would see us, we would always come in with more shit. Whether it be more intelligence, more knowledge,
look at his face.
more.
He like, no,
more.
He got it for a second. He had it for a second.
See us, we would always come in with more shit. Whether it be more intelligence, more knowledge, more.
He like, no, look at his face. Hold on. That's a shame that he got to put up
technology. You understand? Like there's nothing that we have now that's under the term the Moorish people. Because whenever they would see us, we would always come in with more shit. Whether it be more intelligence, more knowledge, more.
He had to jump. He jumped out of his skin like this nigga crazy. He jumped out of his skin. Like, did he just say that?
There's nothing that we have now that didn't come from that period in which we established it. That's why you have so many black inventors at a time when niggas were supposed to be slaves.
And unable to read, allegedly. Right, yeah.
They're not able to read, they're not able to write, but they invented the refrigerator, the radiator, the ironing board, the dry cleaner, the car wash, the car, the windshield. Like, these niggas that created everything, but they don't know how to read, but they was all slaves.
What's great? They
Well, at
can't
the
be. They
same
can't be.
time,
What did Nas say? No, not Nas. What did Jay say? Is it Uchi Wally or Black Girl Lost?
exactly, exactly.
So yeah, man. I'm sick of these niggas, bro. I'm sick of these niggas. For real, bro. Sick of these niggas. He a more because he come back with more shit. That's what this motherfucker just said, bro. I'm a more because I come back with more shit. Y'all ain't sick of these niggas. It's weird science.
Make your mind up, right? So these same people, these same black inventors that y'all are looking at as so-called black, and no, those are the American Indians. Those are the Moors.
No, those are the American Indians. They ain't no Moors. Like, why is his conversation so much about Indians? I'm telling you, bro. They got Indian rupees, man. They got Indian on a brain, bro. They got Indian on a brain. It's like a jealous girl in our town. This nigga.
Who had their names adopted by the slaves, and thus their names became now slave names. You understand? But
Right.
that's not meaning that we are the slaves. No, that means that the Slovenians adopted the names that we already had to assimilate themselves and take our place here after the proxy war. Because that's
Right.
what happened.
The
But
proxy.
because Moors, whether they be declared or undeclared, whether they think they're American Indian or not, they say, oh, well, like my grandmother never told me about no Moors and this, and that. Yeah, she did. You just didn't know it. Or
Right.
worse,
She
didn't.
did. You just didn't know it. No, she did. You just didn't know it. And I don't think she knows she did either. Like, yeah, I mean, like she did. She just didn't know she did. Like, what? Really? What? Like y'all see this guessing shit, this hope and try shit. She told you you just didn't know.
They say, oh, well, like my grandmother never told me about no Moors and this, and that. Yeah, she did. You just didn't
You just didn't know.
know it. Or
Right.
worse, she didn't because she came from the era in which if you mentioned that shit, they would kill you.
Get the
Like,
fuck out. Ain't no era like that, bro. Ain't never been no era where they mean the first Moor was a nigga that was named this is, it was the Negro. His name was John. He lived in Jamestown, Virginia. And when he was a slave, he was called the Negro. When he changed, not a slave, but when he was an indentured servant, he was called the Negro. And then when he became free, he changed his name to the Moor. To Moor. You see what I'm saying? He made a name change to Moor. But where did he come from? He came from Spain. Yeah, he did. So he was a Moor. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't an Indian. Like that's the thing, y'all. We gotta respect that a lot of people dealing with them is fucking Moors. Is coming from them in a circle. We wasn't necessarily. We don't have to deal with them. You don't need to be on a paperwork to trade with these niggas. So yeah, a lot of people that came in at 16, 19, 8 odd Indians, 8 odd Negroes, they come from Spain. I ain't saying they come from Africa. They come from Spain. You know? Because they was hiring these people to work. Like again, the first people that came to America, they was indentured servants. They tell you it wasn't slavery until the nigga ran away. And that's what created a state of slavery for all black people. But before that moment, before John, what's his name? John something. Obama's granddad, whatever. John Punch. Before John Punch ran away, it wasn't no everybody's a slave. John Punch was an indentured servant. He ran away and he became a slave. He became a slave for life. That's the first time it happened. And again, the other time is the time when the Moor had a slave. When a black dude was an indentured servant, he got free, and he said he wanted to keep his indentured servants for life. He was a black man. An African was the first nigga to do African slavery. And they said, well, shit, he's an African. He from your country. You can do it. You can't enslave a white person, but you can enslave an African because that's your kind. And what a slave was just like a guardian, a nigga award, an employee status. So we know all the first Moors in this fucking country and shit. You know what I'm saying? These niggas is crazy.
Like I said, go and look up the tenets of the Indian Act. Go look up Andrew Jackson's war against the so-called American Indians and what they was forced to do. That's why by 1871, when the Act of Congress established, they abolished all of them. And then they took the culture from the original Moors, i.e. Moorish, American, and Indus peoples, and then transferred that cultural idiom through the Smithsonian Institute, through the orphanages, through the asylums that they established in the Tartarian buildings that they occupied after we was kicked out, right?
There they go with that Tartarian shit, that spooky shit. Like again, if it's Moors, where your culture? Where your food at? Where your clothing? Where your style of dress? If it's Moors and y'all came here, y'all didn't bring nothing with y'all. Y'all didn't bring no food. Y'all didn't bring no spices, no seasoning. What you bringing from Europe? Y'all from Spain. What y'all bring from Spain? Y'all from North Africa. What y'all bring from North Africa? Huh? Rice. Like, yeah, only people that's Moors is South Carolina on the, you know what I mean, on the rice coast, nigga. They Africans. They growing rice. They not growing beans, corns, and squash. And that shit ain't work. That Carolina rice shit went down the hill quick, just like the African continent. He want everybody grandma, like all y'all grandmoms is liars fucking with these niggas, with these Moors, these rest haven for Moors and shit. He made everybody grandmama a liar. Come on, bro. Like a nigga don't know somebody coming here with a new style of dress, a new way of walking, a new way of talking. Like we don't even have no African language, words in our language that we use on the day to day. How do you come here in a country y'all don't leave a mark? Y'all don't leave a mark on the culture.
And then gave it to the Siberian squatters that were left over here from the invasion of Genghis and them in the 13th century.
Correct.
Cherokee, and it ain't no Genghis. See, like he really believe these. How you argue with some niggas about Genghis Khan in America? This Tartarian shit, these Russians in America, like they think that the Russians came to America and built up cities and called it Tartaria. This is they shit that they teaching. But a more mean they come back with more shit. Come back with more shit. This nigga said, I come back with more shit. That's what a more mean. I'll come back with more shit.
There's a book you can get called The Historic Conquest of the Mongols in America. I forget the author. It's a huge book.
We got one of those PDFs that says like the Mongol invasion of Mexico and
that one. That's
Nahuda and all that stuff. We have that.
That's
one, yes.
it.
All that pseudoscience.
And it says from the and it talks about the mastodons, right? The woolly mammoths and shit that was over here that they had to fight, and how they tried to take over the pyramids, and we beat their ass. We knocked them all the way down with the help of one of the richest Moorish sultans in the world, Mansa Musa, who sent his brother Abu Bakari back over here to the Maghreb al-Aqsa to help us.
See that lie and that bullshit? They love to say that. Now this nigga came here to help us fight. Now he came here, like, first of all, he just said in the 1300s. Mansa Musa is in the 900s? The 1100s at the least? Because y'all gonna say Muhammad came in the 600s? So they usually say Mansa Musa came in the 800s, my nigga. How do you get from 800s to 1300? Okay, but the story is that Mansa Musa is the younger brother of Abu Bakr. So how do a younger brother send his older brother? Huh? He sent his older brother, who was the king. See, the story is that when his brother left, he became the king. So if you're not the king until Abu Barker, whoever you saying this nigga is, comes to America, then how can he send him to America? If you gotta be the king to send your nigga, right? But he the king until he leave and don't come back, and now Mansa Musa's the king. Nobody ever said Mansa Musa is the older brother, dog. Nobody ever said he was the king before for the brother that came to America. They say his brother left and then he became the king. Come on, man, make it make sense.
So hold
Which
on. So
repelled-
that's a big point of contention. I see brothers have a problem with too. They'll say something to the effect that Mansa Musa or Abu Bakari are fictitious, like almost like their
Facts.
personalities or those placeholders were made up as well, like they do with some of the other characters. So
Facts.
I think the only
Yeah,
way.
the only people who I've ever heard say that is
Come on. Come on. Again, I told you I like this dude. He asks a lot of questions and he sourced him up. How do you spell that? He sourced him up. Now he know that all that shit is fictional. All that shit is Prester John. That's not a real person. A nigga named Mansa Musa is referring to the Bible. You got a Moses. You know what I mean? You got a King Moses, and he went on a pilgrimage. You know what I mean? He's a Hebrew, right? Like all this shit is lies and filth. But again, he's not even sticking to the story because the story is the nigga is his brother older than him. And so you can't send your older brother to do something, especially if you don't get your authority until he disappears.
melanated people.
Yes, correct.
And that lets me know that that's probably a Freemason thing that they trying to throw everybody off with, because the black Freemasons are always causing confusion on behalf of their white Freemasonic brothers, because these are the death cults.
The Algonquins is the Freemasons. What are you talking about? That's why you believe in Algonquin went somewhere 11,000 years ago, because they Freemasons. You know what I'm saying? They pushing that shit, that brotherhood and that silly shit. That what's that shit called? Prince Hall Lodge shit that didn't get no sauce.
Again, who merged together during the proxy war era, like I was just describing, and they've all agreed to work together to keep the rest of us at bay, because they are all Romans. There's no such thing as Italy. There's no such thing as Britain. All of those niggas is Romans. Okay.
Correct.
And of the
Bro. All of what niggas? All the black people, all the Masons, like I'm saying. So now all the black Masons is Romans. All the black Masons is Romans, and they his enemies. They the enemies of the Moors. But Romans is from Europe. They the enemies of the Moors. They Romans. They from Europe. They here in America now. He's a Moor. He's from Europe. He's here in America now. I mean, sound like the same nigga to me. Sound like the checkerboard, the black and white checkers on a checkerboard. Sound like more Masonic tricks, more mumbo jumbo from these Moors. That's what it sound like to me.
those Romans, the Woodwose ones, the WIGHT ones, whites, they're the ones who were propped up by those dirty melanated black nobilities who were fighting against the rest of us to preserve these ancient bloodletting ways that we wasn't with. Mm-hmm. That's why after we repelled them, they came over here. But remember, those original black nobility people, they came over here because that's originally where their ancestors were from. Remember I said there was a book called The Algonquin Conquest of the Mediterranean region in 11,500?
Yes.
When do they say that the Ice Age started?
The same time period, huh?
Exactly. So when shit got hectic for them up top, they had to come right back here. And when they came back here, they didn't make no treaties with no Indians. The very first treaty that they ever that was ever established with William Penn and them was established with the Moors,
Correct.
with the Delaware Moors. They just put
the Delaware Moor. You talking about the Lenape? That's crazy, bro. The Lenape not even from there though. That's the sad part is they're not even from there. But that's a shame, bro. These niggas is gasping at straws, man. He made the Lenape Moors. And they might even agree to that shit, bro. As I'm telling you, there's so much illusionary, Masonic shit going on up these New York niggas, bro. Like I say, he giving you a lie sandwich. He gonna tell you, I told you about the book. They left here 11,000 years ago and they came back. 11,000 years ago and they came back. Like it's hard to talk.
Lord Delaware's name in front of them to act like they was that, but they was really the same. They were really cousins, for lack of a better word. The same way you got a cousin who might be from Guyana, and then he come and live with you up top of New York, right? He's he's like you. He melanated, but culturally he's a little different.
Correct. Right? We still got the same grandma though.
Right. Still got the same grandma though, right? But when that cousin comes, you don't give him free reign in the house. Dude, no.
No, I get the first controller on the Sega still, no matter what.
Exactly. He got to ask what to eat in the fridge. He just can't go in there and take it.
Right.
So it's the same thing with this. So we allowed them to establish colonial installations in which they could still function under their own laws. You see, that were totally different from the rest of the shit that we was living in the greater empire, in the greater republic. That's why you could be a free Moor, but then you step on the colony, you still a free Moor unless you agree to fall under the jurisdiction of what was happening in the colony. You see what I'm saying?
And that brought you up to what Dred Scott was going through.
Exactly. He was a plaintiff in error because he was never a slave. He was enslaved, but technically he wasn't even that. These Moors were POWs.
Yes.
That's what we really were, because the war is still going on. So when you read about the French Indian War, the Indian Wars and all of that, these are all the same war.
Yes, against the same people.
We're fighting against each other. These crackers did not have no sway.
Again, now he's saying that they fight like, I don't know where he at in this motherfucker. I don't know what side he on. I don't know who he is. You know what I mean? I don't know. He not an Algonquin, because now he just said that the Algonquin, that they the black royalty, they coming back, and he not with that, but he got a fucking wampum. You know what I mean? He representing a wampum though, like he with them niggas. Yo, this nigga, man, he lost, bro. He don't have no science. He said they Moors because they always come back with more shit. That's the deepest thing he said all day. You know what I mean? That's the deepest thing he said. Ain't no science out here with this nigga. Like, you can look at this nigga face and you can tell that he like, yo, man, I'm getting played. This nigga playing me out. This nigga is playing me for a fool. That's a shame. Like, he's disturbed.
Way in none of this stuff until the late 1800s to 1900. That's when,
period.
Yes, that's when they reconstructed everything, and that's when you think about it. How is it that niggas was slave 1 year, then the next year they done set up the Republican Party and running Congress? How they do that?
Yeah, that was about to say, you can't read, you got to get beat if you read the Bible, but you're going to tell the government what to do. With all the so-called rednecks in your territory, like, stop playing.
Thank you, because half of these people they showing us was white people, Andrew Jackson, Booker T. Theodore Roosevelt. Half of these people was melanated. Most of them, if not all of them, was melanated. They just have been playing this decoy proxy thing against us by just taking pictures. They just be taking pictures of white people off the street. Said, here, this is William Buckley.
You know what I always say?
This is this person.
I was like, yo, with how much clout they give these would-be pale versions of people, it's mighty funny that none of their family or children show up when the cameras are around.
None of them. None of them.
And
because
that's very
they're
curious
all
to me.
Placeholders. So yes, Rockefeller and them had mad bread and all that, but
buddy, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I know that shit was hard to watch. I could dig it. These niggas is rest haven for hoes. These motherfuckers like the fuck shit. Misinformation. All they want to do is be sensational. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to pass no work. They just want to pop shit. Niggas ain't got no information. If you mad, say you mad, nigga, put a name on it. You know what I mean? If you got some information you want to share, nigga, share it. Because right now, you just getting your head hit. You know what I'm saying? A nigga don't know shit. Nigga just popping his motherfucking mouth and shit. With an attitude. Say what you trying to say. Nigga, don't be taking shots at niggas. If y'all want to call yourself Indians, if you want to call yourself a whore, a Moor, you can call yourself a whore anytime you want. I'm going to call myself an Indian. I ain't no Moor because I don't come back with more shit. I'm an Indian because I'm a god. Weird ass niggas talking about. I mean, y'all hear all that hate in his voice, all that venom. Every other line was, if you want to be an Indian, y'all don't even know how y'all call yourself Indian. And if you want to say it right, you got to be this. And your grandmama, my grandma, like, yeah, I mean, this motherfucker tried everything. These niggas have tried everything. And you shouldn't have to do that. Right? But you got to. It's a new day. It's a new day. Niggas gotta have that venom. Niggas gotta be upset. Niggas is mad. You know what I mean? Mad at Indians, boy. I don't want to hear nothing and shit. Go ahead and strike pages and get your friends to strike a page and be on some bitch shit. I get it. If a nigga's into that, I don't know. But I heard a nigga say he could strike a page and do some wild, flavorful shit. Hey man, I don't want no beef on this internet shit. Cause this where y'all make y'all money. I don't make money off of this. So if I have to fuck around and do something stupid, hey, trust me. Man. It's just another sad fucking Moorish love song. A nigga that don't got no information, that don't know nothing, that's lying every other chance he get, sitting here wearing a motherfucking Indian hair wrap, like he fuck around as an Indian, but all he got is negative shit to say about an Indian, bro. I mean, I ain't hear nothing positive about an Indian and shit, for real. But he got a hair wrap on. Like I'm saying, I don't know what this got to do with Moorish culture and shit. You know, other than it just being disrespectful and shit. Like again, I think this is just here to disrespect niggas. That's all you here to do right now, cuz. That's why you putting this shit on your head right now. You know what I'm saying? You popping big shit. You think you that guy where you could fuck around and disrespect Indians and ain't nobody gonna say nothing to shit. Cause you go on a fucking Aboriginal show or some shit. So you could just sit up here and rock a headdress. Well, I mean, rock an Indian headdress and then talk shit about us. Nigga, you weird. Nobody rocking no feathers. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Where your fez at? Where your Moorish turban at? That shit passe. That's old school shit now. He ain't into that old school shit no more. He want to be a Moorish fucking Indian. Y'all see this shit? The Duke of Indians and shit. The Moorish Indian ass nigga. Look at this nigga. Look at this nigga. Look at this nigga. You know what I mean? He paid somebody to make this shit just so he could talk shit about Indians and shit. Just so he could tell this niggas that they not Indians. You know what I mean? Let me attract them here. Let me bring them here. Just so I could tell them that they not Indians and that they grandma a lion cunt. You know what I'm saying? You see this nigga and shit? This Algonquin. This nigga walking around with a wampum. Mm-hmm. This Moorish science nigga, and he a Moor because Moor mean come back with more shit. That's all he got. And an Indian fucking fez, an Indian headdress on. You know what I'm saying? On a cartoon. I wonder if he got a real one now. I wonder if he got a real one. You got a real one, cuz, or you just fucking cartooning? But yeah, he wasn't smoke though. This little Indian on smoke. I mean, he Indian, right? He got a fucking headdress on. Either he being disrespectful or he motherfucking is Indian. Which one is it, y'all? Which one is it? This motherfucker being disrespectful. And there's a bunch of little ass, weak ass fucking little boys that'll let a nigga disrespect them and shit. That'll let a weird ass nigga disrespect them and shit. I will never let this weird ass nigga disrespect no Indians. Ever. You know what I'm saying? Cause all he got is he come back with more shit. You know what I'm saying? Never let this nigga disrespect Indians. That's what he think. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I don't even want to dig into them Aboriginals. They whores. They let a nigga come up in there and shit on they shit. And then he come around here and do some shit like this thinking he own y'all. That's what he thinking. He own y'all niggas. This weird ass fucking nigga speaking Latin. This motherfucking nigga 1/2 foot in, 1/2 foot out ass nigga going to the caves saying he built a cave. Now he popping big Indian shit. Nigga, please. Look what y'all done did. Y'all done gave this nigga an inch. How dare you give this bum ass nigga an inch and let him try to dig himself up out of the grave with these Pan-Africans, think he gonna be the one Pan-African left. Nigga, you a Hebrew Canaanite from your own mouth. Asir. I want to hear him come back and pop some shit about me. Please. A nigga need clout from you. Nigga, please, you got smoked. All y'all niggas, all y'all Moors got smoked. Need clout from you. No, nigga, this is a lesson, nigga. This is a lesson. It's a lesson. You talking about one too many Indians, and if you think you were Indian one too many times, since y'all want to be an Indian one too many times, nigga. Weird ass, Moor ass nigga and shit with no homeland. So invested in America. Why don't you invest in fucking Europe? Why don't you invest in the people that kicked you out, nigga? You got your tail all tucked, ready to assimilate to another nigga culture, huh? Ready to drop your fez, huh, nigga? Y'all see this Asir nigga? Crybaby ass nigga, Duke of crying. Want to assimilate into some shit. Keep your fez on, nigga. Y'all looking bad out here. Why you got a fucking Indian headdress on? Cause y'all losing. Cause y'all losing and you trying to clout chase this nigga doing a fucking world tour. He on a fucking radio every day talking about Indians and shit, wearing a headdress, looking for some smoke, looking for some problems and shit. Don't worry, cuz everything you want, it's your birthday. It's your birthday. You know what I mean? What's that number one zodiac sign? Asir. Weird. You know what I mean? The weird Duke of Tears. The nigga that been on this motherfucker for 15 years and don't have nothing to show. Not a movement, not an etch, just some fucking Latin fucking videos. That's why I never talked about you. I was like, yo, you cute, man. I know you a follower. I know you watch my shit. From 10 years ago, you've been a follower. Now you mad. Now you in your fucking feelings and shit because you a Canaanite. Because you're a Moabite and you need that Bible to exist. You're a weird nigga that need the Bible to exist. But I just think you a liar from New York. I think you are Algonquin on the low. Trying to manipulate and fucking distract the people. I think you pushing that old fucking Masonic propaganda shit. That's what I think. And you a half a culture vulture. Half a weird ass nigga that ain't gonna stand on nothing. I swear to God, if I was a Moor, I'd go down with the ship. I would never put on an Indian fucking headdress. If I was talking like you was talking, why would you put on an Indian headdress unless you think you running something? Unless you think you big bossing, unless you think you pimping over here. Huh? Nigga, please, my nigga. My nigga, please, my nigga. Don't hurt yourself, bro. Don't hurt yourself because your mouth ain't slick enough. That's first of all. That old New York shit don't work. Your mouth ain't slick enough. All that old costume jewelry you rocking and shit ain't fly. You ain't fly. You know what I mean? Your style ain't fly. That I mean, again, you've been wearing that same shit for 10 years, bro. You've been dressing like a fucking the nutcracker for 10 years, bro. All year, every day, not even on Christmas time. You dressed up like the nutcracker. You know what I mean? And you ain't blow. You ain't get what you want and you fucking paint the face. You dance in place. You ain't got to be an Indian. You dance in place. You dress up and play the coon as a Moor. And it didn't work for you, buddy. Now you want a tour. This nigga on an Indian tour. He trying to fuck around and get some Indian attention. He got one. I'll put your picture on the fucking shit. Too, like you was mad at the other nigga for putting your picture. I'll put your picture on the shit. For you, baby. This for you, baby. We gonna give you everything you need. But I bet y'all won't get a response. I bet y'all won't, because I would have to respond. I have to really get deeper. Right now, I'm not even getting deeper. I'm not being nice, but I ain't being mean. Now I'm just being honest. Because this shit look ridiculous. Look at this. We just heard everything he said. Why he got in the headdress? If you want to be an Indian, if y'all want to call yourself, why you got in the headdress? Go put on that fucking nutcracker outfit. Like he one of them new niggas that think they like these new Moors and all this shit. They think they gonna be in the middle and shit. You not in the middle, dog. You weird. Like if you was in the middle, you wouldn't be doing what you doing. You wouldn't be doing what you doing. Like as I said, like I'm telling you, it's some niggas out here that's winning. Like shout out to Jason Black. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna hate. I cuz love Jason Black. I hate Jason Black, right? But I don't bother Jason Black. I don't. I think Jason Black, is cool. He's doing his thing. He ain't FBA. He ain't a Pan-African. He Jason Black. B1. Why can't you be more like Jason Black, a queer? Why can't you be more like Jason Black? Do your own fucking thing. Like, see, y'all antagonizing niggas. We already won. So now I gotta double back and shit. I gotta double back for niggas that I was giving a pass. Like I said, it's some niggas I gave a pass. But it's cool. I gave y'all passes because y'all know work. Y'all not a problem. Y'all not a threat. If I stand next to you, the show is over. I don't even have to open my mouth. I just stand next to you. You know what I'm saying? This thing I didn't do with your height. I ain't busting. I'm just saying energy. Real versus fucking you. And a nigga, I mean, like, oh, you wearing a fucking Indian hat. You already lost. With a headdress on. You already lost. This nigga already lost. Proud and noble as an Indian. You know what I mean? As an American. Cutting dope ass nigga and shit. I don't think I would ever see a real Moor with a fucking headdress on like that, bro. A respectable Moor, somebody with some self-respect. But he ain't a real Moor. He don't fit in those circles and shit. He don't blend in. Right? He don't blend in. He was popping big shit about the young boy. Like, yeah, the young boy Indian, the young boy, all these Indians doing this, and yeah, I want you to pop some big shit about this Aquare. For real, I want you to pop big shit about this. I know you're not, though. I know you're not. You're going to keep sneak dissing on the low on the Indians and shit. And you're going to keep sneak dissing. And I'm going to keep bringing it to your chest. I might fuck around and do this every week. Do this fucking around and do it once a day. You know what I'm saying? Weird ass nigga and shit. How dare you? How dare you? But that's what I'm telling you. I know I did it. These fucking Rest Havens and shit. These fucking niggas giving these motherfuckers Rest Havens and shit. Making them think that they like, yo, them Aboriginals ain't nobody. Copycat ain't nobody. These motherfuckers is babysitters, bro. I control this shit. That's why y'all mad. If you was, again, because why you go on these niggas' channel and you ain't say your piece? You ain't ended there. Y'all didn't leave on an amicable term. But yeah, y'all amicable, you and the Aboriginals, and y'all amicable, yeah, fuck these niggas and stop using that Indian term. So yeah, fuck y'all niggas. I'm loving this shit, bro. Cause I know y'all ain't, but none of y'all niggas built for this type of shit. None of y'all niggas built for drama. None of y'all niggas is. None of y'all niggas built for war. Y'all ain't never been in nothing with nobody. Ain't never win shit. Come on, man. This is serious business out here. And this motherfucker putting on cartoon feathers. We in serious business, nigga. I put on a fez and went out to the front line to see some Hebrews. You know what I mean? You weird. Weird nigga wore a fez to the cave. Why didn't you wear a headdress to the cave? It's garbage ass niggas, bro. For real. You better slow that shit down, my nigga. You better slow that shit down. I don't know who you woke up one day and you thought you was somebody. A queer. I never been, never will be. 10 years in the game and shit. Ain't nothing. Don't got a movement. Said he mad at YouTube because they don't pay him on time. That's his whole fucking existence. Where's your movement? Where's your Terriites? Where's your Moors? You should have a sector of Moors that follow you, a seer, a queer. But they don't know who the fuck you is. You got an Indian headdress on. Bro, stay on your side of the line, man. Don't even play around like you out like boy. I better stay over there, bro. I better stay over there. This motherfucker tripping. This nigga tripping and shit with this weird ass fucking cartoon and shit. Look what these Aboriginals done started. Look what they done let this nigga think he can do. Man, listen. Kill nothing, let nothing die, nigga. Believe it.